Hi, this is Wolf2486. I'm going to try to pick this ASSA lock here. Here's its key. You can see this part here is particularly nasty. And there's a sidebar. It is fully functional. I'm certainly not saying that I can just pick any old ASSA lock here to hand to me in any reasonable amount of time. I did take this one very incrementally. I started first with just a few of the normal pins, and then I worked up to picking all 6 pins. And I added sidebar pins. I started with 3 sidebar pins and like 5 normal pins, and then I moved on to 6 normal pins and 4 sidebar pins. And that's what it's at now. I don't have the 5th sidebar pin, unfortunately. Not because I'm avoiding it, but unfortunately in all the disassembly and reassembly I ended up losing it, which is a shame, but we'll do what we can. So this block here has 6 normal pins. The drivers are still double spooled and everything, and 4 sidebar pins. Alright, let's see if we can pick it. Okay. So use top tension. Top tension is best because when you pick the sidebar pins, you're going to have top tension. Use a standard hook pick. Obviously the first challenge is picking the normal pins. The sidebar pins will set before all the normal pins are set, but I think it's easier and best to just try to pick all the normal pins first. Also, it's difficult to kind of tell when all the normal pins are picked, because the driver pins, the top pins, are all double spooled, and so you get a lot of false sets that can feel like you've picked the normal pins. After a little bit, you sort of get used to the feeling of when it's picked. It'll be a very distinct turn of the cylinder, and the cylinder will become kind of springy, and all the pins inside won't really want to, won't be able to be set or picked or anything like that. Okay, I think I got it. Get sort of the springiness of the core. I don't know if you can see that. Where you can let go a little bit of tension, and nothing clicks or anything like that. Alright, moving on to the sidebar pins. These are particularly nasty because they're serrated all over, so very easy to fall into a false set. And once you do fall into a false set, if you just keep trying to push that pin up, the sidebar bites deeper into it, so you won't be able to lift it. And so to get these things out of a false set, you have to relieve a little bit of tension and then lift it up past the false set. The trick, of course, being to relieve only enough tension that you can lift up past the false set, and the other sidebar pins don't unset, nor do any of the normal pins you just pick unset. So we'll give them a try. You can definitely feel when they're false set when you try to turn the cylinder. I mean, there'll be a very distinct turn and then nothing. It won't open. Just trying to work this one pin here out of a false set. There we go. Picked. Okay. Take it apart for you now. Get a little Gerber tool here. Lock it back in, makes things easier. Always a good idea to have a towel down to make sure you don't lose any of these little pieces. Like the 5th sidebar pin I lost. Okay. Try to do this very carefully. Alright. Here's the core. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pins. I'll take them out. Alright, there they are down there. Here's the sidebar. Take him out. Careful with the little springs. Okay, so there's the sidebar. Take them out. Seem a little bit better this way. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Where's 4? There it is. And there's the first one. So let's take these out for you. One, 2, 3, and 4 down here. And there's their springs. Alright, and the driver pins. Take them out carefully. Alright. That's all of them. Okay, let's see if we can get you to see these here. Spread them out a bit. And there are the 6 driver pins, top pins. Like I said earlier, you can see that they're double spooled. All of them are. See if I can try to even put them against a black background here, so you can see one. Okay. Where are the driver pins? So you get the key pins, sidebar pins, and driver pins, and of course other accompanying springs. Like I said, this guy only did have 4 sidebar pins instead of 5. I like to see how, if it made it much harder to peg it with 5, I'm sure it makes it a little bit harder, but we're getting there, and that's the ASSA Twin picked. Thanks for watching.